Hello guys, welcome to part 9 of chat application series. As we were having some design issues in our part 7, so I decided to use bootstrap for this purpose, and bootstrap provides us the component media list. And now what is media list? Media list is just like a comments system, like you see in on the Facebook. This is a default template provided by bootstrap when you use bootstrap snippets. I will be showing you in a while that how can we add it, but if you are following along, I have already used a media list component in my part 8. So what we will do, we will show the main comment image here, and we will replace we will be changing this text to comment text, and this can be the reply of this comment, and this can be the username of the user who has replied on this, and this can be the reply text, and this is again the main comment, and so on. So let's quickly move to Visual Studio and add this media list to our chat room index section method. So I go to chat room index. So if I run it in current position, I may show you the output how it looks like. So before we go to chat room index, we need to log in. So let me log in. So guys, we are here in our chat room. We want to make this chat to look like this one. Before I continue, I want to show you one thing more. If I go to profile, chat room slash profile, I want to show you one thing, and then we will continue with this session. Guys, this user has given some picture, and that picture is showing up here, and if the user has not given any picture, you will see that picture will not appear here. So for that, I go to user profile. I have already added a code to show the default picture. So I go to the user and user profile, and I have added this line of code. I think your project will be missing this line of code. You just add this line of code to show the default image. What I did here, I just copied and pasted this in this else part, and I just changed the image from database path to my folder path default image, and I have this default image.png over here. I may show you, this is the default image. So if user has not given any image so far, we show the default image. Let me log into some user account who has not given any image. So I think admin 2 has not given any image. Let me show you that by show table data. So you can see admin 2 has not given any image. So if I log into admin 2, guys, you can see this default image. Even whenever the user do not gives any image, this default image will show up over here. So if we change it back to some real image, like if I go to if I give some image over here, let me give this one. So if I save it, now you can see that the image is now updated, and now this user will no longer have default image, and you can refresh it and you can see it here. This is now the default image saved to the path saved to the database, and image is saved to this folder. You can see here. So guys, now let's go back to the topic of today. So we were on the index action method of chat room controller. So as we have this output, we want to convert this one to media list. So what I will do, I will not delete this as because I do not delete this one. I add that media list in it, and when we will be done, we will be deleting this code as well. So before we do anything, I just add a media list object over here. For that I press Ctrl KX and bootstrap 3 and media list. So what does this media list do? Abstract object styles for building various type of components like blog, components, widgets, etc. Features a left or right aligned image alongside textual content. Shortcut is bootstrap 3 dash media list tab. Okay, for now let me click on it. So this media list is now added. Now if I refresh the page by saving the project, now you can see we have this media list over here. So before it we have some breakpoint, some HTML break. Okay, for now let us quickly change this text to actual. Let me change the text of this heading to username and let us. So guys, because we want to iterate through every comment and do the things like image URL and all the things like that. So if I copy this and because we just need these two, this media list, this comment and this reply, and we can add a loop to display them and again and again. So I delete this one, media list 3. I suppose this is this one. So I delete this list item, I save it. Now if I run it, now it's okay. Now we wrap this one inside a loop. So for each var comment in model, for every comment we want to prepare the media list. So if I save it, rerun it, you can see that for every comment and their reply we are getting this media list. Now what we can do, this reply must be in the number the replies are being given. So for every reply we need this for each loop. So if the comment has got reply, we want to show the reply for that. Where is that? This is for reply, so I add here the control Z. Okay, we need to what's going wrong? Control Z. So we just missed this one. I paste it here now and I end it over here. Now if I run it, you can see that the reply media object will be appended only when, now this first comment does not have any reply, that is why there is no reply. You can see here the first one has no reply and this one has got reply, so that is why first main comment does not have any reply and this one has one reply, and so on, and this one has got two replies. So now what we will do, we will update the picture and username here and the text over here. So what we can do, we can copy and paste things from here. We just copy this one. If comment.user.image URL.length is greater than 0, then we want to show the image. So this is main comment and this is for image. So let me paste that logic here and enclose it over here, and if the image is not given, then we use the else part. So I put else over here. So if the image class is media object and source is equal to, and inside source we need to pass the path of that image. So for that, let me copy and paste this URL and this URL, or we can all together copy this one. I copied that, and we must use this media object class over here. This image must be of 64 height and 64 width. So I change the height to 64 and width to 64 pixel as well. And we should use this media object class inside it. So we have used this media object class inside it as well. So as we are already using this class over here, I cut this one and I paste this class inside these classes, and I remove this class. We cannot use class attribute twice. So now if I run this one, what happened? For each comment dot replies there is something null, value null or empty. Oh, I missed one thing. We just wanted to paste it in. I cut it from here, Control X, and we wanted to paste it here, but we pasted it in reply section. So I paste it here, and if I again run the project, now you can see guys, the image is now added, but we want to delete this default image provided by media list, this one. So now let's quickly delete it, save it, and rerun the project. What happened? Let me recheck it. Control G, img class image object, media object, save it, run it. For some reason our images are missing now. Let me Control G, and now if I run it, now they are showing up. So why that is happening? So let me copy this source and paste it over here. Now if I run it, now because this source image path is being given, but its size is very large, so let me style that tag to accept the height and width, something like this. Now if I run it, now it is 64 by 64. Now let's delete this one and pass a img circle class to show it in circle. Now it's looking cool. Now we want to update this one to username. So what we will do, and before we do that, we want to display the default image over here. So let me copy and paste this under here, and if the image is not given by the user, we want to show the default image URL. So for default image URL we have this path. So I copy this path and I paste it inside else part URL. So I paste it over here. Now if I save it and rerun the project, so far if there is any main comment that is not given by the user, for some reason I have to re-login. So now you can see that if user has not given any image, the default image is showing up. So for replies, we now need to add logic for replies images. So now we come over here and we have to change this one. So if I copy and paste this logic, I copied, and if I paste it over here, here. So because this is a reply image, we need to change it from comment to reply, this variable name over here. And now if I save it and rerun it, what happened now? Sorry, we need to change it over here as well. Sorry. Now you can see that the actual users are coming up here, and if there is user with some default image, that is showing up here, and replies has got images as well. Now let's quickly update the username for main reply. So this media heading 1 is actually this one, so we want to change this to username. So let me quickly do that, because this is coming up over here, media heading 1. What will I do? Add comment dot user dot username. Now I will show you what will it do. Now you can see the actual usernames are coming up here. Okay guys, now let's again go back to, now what we want to do, we want to update this text to comment text. So we can easily do that. This is default text, so we want to change it to actual text. So what I do, I just wrap it in some span tag, or you can altogether skip this step. You can use at comment dot text. So if I save and reload the page, you can see the actual comments are now showing up here, but the replies are not having the username and the reply text. So I do them change. So here we want to change the heading to the username, add reply dot user dot name dot username, and this text must be changed to add reply dot text. Now it will look like a real comments system. Now so far, if you have done these things, you can stop the video, you can have some fun, and you can come back and continue with the next things of this tutorial. So hope you have got some break and you are now refreshed. Now what we want to do, we want to add this date and time after the main comment and this reply box and this post reply button. So we will be copying and pasting the same things from previous logic. So let me copy and paste the date and time. And so first of all, to display date and time, what we can do, we can use this reply dot text here guys. This is comment dot text and this is comment dot created on. So if I use comment dot created on after the comment text over here, so we put some break, HTML break here, or we can just for the time being skip it, comment dot created on. So if I now show you the output, it looks like this. So what if we give some space, we just wrap it in span tag and we give it some margin. Now we give it style margin left 15 pixel. Likewise, I copy this and I repeat it in after our reply text, and I change comment to reply dot created on. Now if I refresh the page, now you can see that comment has got the date and time and reply has got the date and time. What is the next thing we want to do? We want to add this reply box under that every comment. I'm sorry. So there is some noise outside my room, so I am sorry for that. So what we want to do, we want to add a text box over here. Where is that text box? We have just created on and reply, and guys, this form we want to embed over there, because we just want reply text boxes and we just put it after the replies. So because reply is getting up over here, so we can use if I just paste it here and if I run the project, let me see how it looks like. The reply box is coming up here, but if we want to take it somewhat over here, what we can do, we can wrap it in some media body. So let me do that. We close that over here. Now what it says, div cannot be nested inside UL element. So what's happening over here? I just delete it, I cut it from here, and I want to add one media right object, that is list item altogether. So if I copy it and I paste it over here and I change the media right things from here, I just deleted that, I deleted this one, we do not need image for this. Now if I delete this and let me again copy that form, I copy this form, I go back and I paste it over here. Now if I save it and refresh the page, it is now in a media list. So if I do something like this, if I make it here, it is now responsive. So let's add some reply and post it. So reply is added. Again you can add some reply, something like this, and reply it, and that is added. So this is how you can use media list object to post replies. So we want this main comment to be displayed at the top, so let me do that. Where is that? This is the form. Before that we want to, if I wrap it here, where is that? post reply, and this one has got post comment button. We need to copy that code and paste that code somewhere else. Post comment, this is the post comment. So accidentally I think we added that inside we added all the code inside the post comment. Let me come down, post comment and pull right. This is the post comment. I just cut it from here. Okay, that's okay now. Control G, did not cut. If I wrap it in some div so that I can style it, I cut it and paste it inside this div, and now if I say, if I just run it now, guys, what if we let it remain over here, because new command can be added from here and replies can be added from here, something like that. But what if you want to put this main comment on at the top of this? So for that, let us wrap these this is the media list for comments and replies. I wrap it in some div, save it, and if I reload it, it's again the same. But why that is showing up to the right? Because we had pull right property over here. So I remove this property, class from here, and likewise our text box is, our button is pull right. Let me change that back to left. Where is the class for that? Input type, placeholder, width. Okay, now if I run the project, it is now in the rightmost side. So that is how it is looking like. So if we try to take this all in the mid section, in the mid, you can use text center class. Before we do that, I delete this table previous logics. I delete this, I deleted this, saved it, and now if I refresh it, we do not need this code. I refreshed it, and now you can see we have our media list over here. Now what if we want to wrap this all stuff in center? So to do that, we have to post comment, and we want to make this div in center, class text center. So if I save it and I refresh it, now this looks like something like this. So let us do not change it to the center, save. And what if we give it some border, this div some border, class or val class. What if we give some val class to it? So if I give some val class, it looks like this. So now it is fine, I think. So this comment up here is not formatted. We want to make it something like this. So for that we can use media list again, and we can copy and paste the logic from here. So let me quickly do that as well. What if I use this media list? Sorry, I again use a media list over here. Control KX, bootstrap 3, media. Instead of using media list, I use media object for only one row. So media left, and I can update it to the media image should show up here. Before I do that, I refresh the page. You can see that it will look like it will look something like this. So I just change this image, and I just update the text box over here and button under that. So let me quickly do that. I just need to change or I can wrap all this stuff inside Control X, and I paste it in media body. I cut the previous media body things, and we want this image stuff to be cut from here. I just remove this span tag, and I just cut this image stuff from here. These breaks should be removed, and I paste that under here. So we know that we need to make that image 64 pixels, height 64 pixel, width as well 64 pixel, and we need to pass this media object class over here. Media object. If I save it and if I delete this default image tag and refresh it, it looks like this. Now we want to change the styling of that. In else part we also want to change this one. So I pasted that over here, and we want to change the image URL from actual image to the default image. Okay. Let us remove this tag. Saved it, and now refresh it. So if the default user is here, so let me go to some default user account, show table data, and user admin or new user has not got an image. So let me go to the new user account, new user, login. Now you can see that the default image is here. Now we should take that button under this. We have this media body object over here, and classes button success. Is there any margin top 10 pixel? We need to remove that. And what else is here? IMG circle, and in media body we have this form group button margin bottom. We need to remove this styling because we are going to use the default styling of the media object. So this post button is because we are posting it in heading media body. There is some margin somewhere here, I guess. Font size, image URL showing up here, and button over here. Where is that text box being located? We just missed that text box, I guess. Save it, reload it. Where is that? We do not have text box here, but we are showing that in type new command. This is showing up over here. I cut it from here. Cut it, and we want to show it over here before this button. So now if I save it and if I reload the page, now it looks like this. Where is the image now? What's happening now? So this is, oh, I control Z, control Z. This is the input group, and I just cut it from here, save it, refresh it. Post comment is coming up here. Where is the image now? Image, control Z, save it, refresh it. Now it's looking. So what's going wrong over here? This is the A tag for image tag. What if I just cut this one? There must be no problem over here. I save it and refresh it. Image goes. type text, place text holder, I copy. Let me repeat it over here as well. I refresh it, and now I remove that. I change the placeholder from here so that I can guess which text box is where. So that text box is here. I just remove this one, save it, and I reload it. So when I reload it, my image goes. So if that does not comes back, I will be making one more tutorial why that is happening. So before that, I just paste an HTML break over here, refresh it, and this button must show up somewhere here. New user, or I may go to admin1, admin. No, it's fine, but the image is lost. Why is that? We can figure it out. Like if I put some text over here and I refresh it, the text is now showing up. So there is some reason that there must be some text to show this image over here. So let us have some span tag, and if I pass it inside the span tag, I enclosed this in span tag. If I reload the page, it is now again gone. So what if I just okay, I control X and I put something over here, dot, save, reload it. This is now showing up here. So that image requires some heading. So let's quickly media left, and with image, what if we give the media heading as well? So let me give the media heading, this one, copy and paste that. I remove that span tag from here, and after that div, inside this div I give the media heading. I reload the page. There is some add the comment problem, so because we do not have any values inside these variable, so I just given some text over there, user. So what if I give the so this user will post new comment, and we can change it back to dots because it requires some heading. So I just change it from here, or what can we do, style width 64 pixel, so that the image must be okay. Now if I remove these dots and I reload the project, now it's okay. So that was some custom logic, that is not something more technical, but it required some heading to show the media object image. Now we should add one more HTML break over here, and I reload it. Instead we add some break I add some style over here, margin top, 10 pixels. Reload it. Now it's fine. So now if I add some comment over here and post it, now you can see that comment is added over here. And we should change this placeholder text as well. Back to type comment, or we can say that what's on your mind. I refresh it. This is how it looks like. Now some other user comes in. Let me admin2 has this image, so admin2 gives comment, and here admin2 replies. So admin2 has replied over here. So that is how, guys, we can use our media list object to make the systems look like real comments system. So we do not need any styling issues for now. So that's it, guys, for this tutorial. Do use media list object where needed. Stay tuned. Have a great day.